Hey Taurus, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your mid-May 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Do check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Taurus, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. All right, Taurus, let's take a look what's going on for you for mid-May, Taurus, mid-May 2025. Something could happen all of a sudden. Maybe you felt this coming. Maybe it's a sudden realization. Let's see. Taurus. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or you have that in your chart. And for some, it's some sort of communication that's coming through. Could be about how something is moving forward. Could be about a move. For some of you, something has to do with a car or a long distance trip. There could be communication, something that's more factual. Okay, we are ready. You have the Devil, Capricorn energy. Hey, Jono. Yeah, it's been going. It's been a little tough to actually sit down and be able to do readings. And trust me, I've been kicking myself in the butt for the whole thing. Like, I'm taking too long. So Devil energy as the overall, there could be something that you might feel a ball and chain to. There could be something toxic. This can be a fear. Again, we'll see when we clarify. You have the Page of Swords in the current energy. So this is a card. It can be a card of communication, like something, like I said, factual, some sort of legal thing. It could be something that's very straight to the point. But the Page of Swords is the spy of the deck. So it could be that either you or someone else, somebody here with this Page of Swords is watching and waiting to see what's going to happen, maybe waiting to see what you're doing, if you're going to say something. Queen of Cups is the challenge, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Could have it in your chart. Dealing with one, doesn't have to be. Now, the Queen of Cups is very emotional. She's in tune with her emotions, her intuition, very caring, but it's the challenge right now. So somebody could be overly emotional or somebody is not being emotional at all. Again, we'll see when we clarify. Here's the Hanged Man and the Foundation. There is a bit of a pause feeling with the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man, he tries to see things from a different perspective. That's why he's upside down. But he also represents the energy of being stuck in limbo. For some, since I don't place the cards in the reverse, for the most part, if he were to be in the reverse, it can be an energy of someone victimizing themselves or feeling like a martyr. So we'll see. 8 of Cups in the past. Somebody has either literally walked away from a situation or emotionally detached. Attempting to reconnect. All right, and we're back on. Just making sure. I'm not sure exactly where it stopped receiving connection. But 8 of Cups in the past, somebody either literally walked away or emotionally detached. You, them, doesn't matter. But on your mind is the 8 of Pentacles. So focused on working on something, whether it's something with work, yourself, It can be possibly about this Devil card, but again, we'll see. Three of Wands is the outcome, which is an energy of waiting and expectations. So let's go ahead and clarify. First, let's do the Love Oracle. Get these out of the way. 2 Love Oracle cards. Oh, really? You didn't? Interesting. Okay. Because on my end, it was saying attempting to reconnect. All right, so we have girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. We'll clarify that. Well, as we read the reading, I'm sure that can be clarified. Because some of you, maybe you did move on. Maybe you are living in the moment. But I can also get a sense of somebody is maybe even living their life that way, regardless if they're single or not. Kind of more focused on themselves, maybe focused more on their friends, having fun. Again, we shall see. You also have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Notice the ball and chain, even though it's a heart. That's exactly what I was talking about with that Devil card that showed up. So I'm not even surprised to see this card here. So let's go ahead and clarify the Devil card. Why is that here? For some of you, there is a bit of not having one's heart open. Okay, maybe you did leave a situation with the Eight of Cups in the past. Maybe you're just more focused on other things, your work, ordinary life. But with the Devil card, there is some sort of restraint, ball and chain type of thing. Maybe you're trying to focus on other things, but there's still something that keeps replaying. Why is the Devil card here? Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Four of Swords at the bottom. It almost seems like at one point there's like a resistance. I'm not dealing with this. I'm being stronger. I'm standing up for myself, maybe putting up some sort of boundaries, feeling good about that with the Six of Wands. But then Knight of Swords, something just keeps coming back and it's not all that great. Again, could be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra with this Knight of Swords. For some of you, it just seems like something seems like it goes well, but then it turns to shit, basically. Now, it could also be that maybe you've put up some boundaries. Maybe you're feeling good about yourself, and then somebody just keeps coming back around, won't leave you alone type of thing. Could be a person, could be a thought, a feeling. What is this Page of Swords in the current energy? Hey, Reaction King. Page of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. There is a bit of waiting to see if, I don't know if it's you making a decision to continue investing in something or them. But there is this kind of like wanting to make a decision to keep putting in some sort of time, effort, investment. Maybe there's also like looking back at how things were. But Page of Swords, like I said, either it's more of this energy of watching, waiting to see. Sorry, I hear something. Or it could be communication. But moving on to the Queen of Cups. What is going on? Focus. 9 of Swords just flipped out. Worry, stressed. Page of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. All right. So there is some sort of soulmate connection, a strong bond that's being felt. There's history here with this 6 of Cups. For some, there could be children involved. But there is a bit of stress here, how things could work out in the past. I also feel like someone, either it's like in the back of their mind or it's there, but it's not being said, but somebody still has their heart tied to this, but there's just so much stress, worry, anxiety involving all of this. Somebody does want to close off their heart. Somebody doesn't want to be open. So there's a bit of this invest, not invest. This is toxic. Will this change? Hello. I'm here to moderate. What is the Hanged Man? Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit. So we have strong Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, 9 of Pentacles at the bottom. So in the foundation, I feel like there is this desire for something new, but definitely secure and stable with this Ace of Pentacles. It's like really wanting this. And this is something that either you or somebody else, this Queen of Pentacles, has been contemplating for quite some time. There is also this feeling of wanting, I don't know if it's wanting or someone is already doing this or kind of forced to isolate themselves with this Hermit card. Really looking at a situation with clear eyes, with discernment. Somebody is really thinking about how, whether or not they feel sustained, secure in whatever this is. For some, there could be some difficulty in communication. What is this 8 of Cups in the past? Thanks, Reaction King. The Fool, the Star, the 5 of Cups, and 5 of Swords. Jesus. Aquarius energy here could be dealing with, again, the signs don't really matter, and it just matters if the story resonates. So in the past, there was this, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a leap of faith. Let's do this. We're going to heal this. Or this is something that I want. 5 of Cups. Boom. Disappointment. There was some sort of disappointment here. Or sadness, regret. This is what brought someone to emotionally detach or walk away. Now, because we have 8 and 5, there could be a 3 of Cups. So it could have been because of a third party situation, whether it was a person, whether it was someone's lifestyle, because the 3 of Cups can be about going out, partying, friends. And we already have this friends card here. So maybe someone's lifestyle, maybe somebody relied on their friends more than they relied on you. Could be anything, really. With that 3 of Cups that just came to mind. And 5 of Swords at the bottom. And the 5 of Swords, for those of you who have been here for a while, you know I hate the 5 of Swords. I think it's the nastiest energy because it really takes away from mutual empathy. So there could be one person who cares, who's fighting for this, while the other person is just sitting back like, great, you do the work. I'm comfortable here. And Five of Swords also represents mind games. So that could have all been involved. Feeling played, mind games, somebody you can't trust, or maybe somebody who's constantly broken your trust. Let's see what this Eight of Pentacles is on your mind. I also get the sense of somebody could feel some sort of regret, and that also made them emotionally pull away. Almost like not being able to face themselves type of thing. Okay, so Eight of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands, can't see because of the glare, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like I'm just going to be a broken record right now because I already mentioned this whole seesaw, like up and down. Yes, no, work on this, no, whatever. Because there is this sense of exhaustion. For some of you, intuitively, you already know how it's going to go because of the history. It's been like pattern after pattern, which equaled a habit. For the Three of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, wow, and the Two of Cups, King of Cups. You have the matching pair here with the King and Queen of Cups. There's something missing. There's something missing here. Either effort isn't being put in or there is a lack, again, broken record, lack of security. Somebody doesn't feel secure because Ten of Cups, that's a happily ever after. There's a soulmate connection. There's love there. There's a wanting to be happy. But something just feels like it's not enough, or it just doesn't, it feels wobbly. And then Two of Cups, the relationship. So your outcome with the Three of Wands is waiting for this relationship to come about. What was at the bottom? The King of Cups. There's just a lot of drama, arguments, heartache, and somebody just wants that cycle to be over. I also feel like somebody could feel like there's more of that than there is of happiness or this togetherness. Magician, Eight of Wands, Two of Swords. There might be a blockage in communication, or somebody just doesn't want to deal with something right now. Like one person could be ready to talk, the other person isn't. But like I said, there is this wanting to just be peaceful, like just drop everything, just get back to a better state. But is it something that you can trust? Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped, feeling stuck. Unsure. Someone is just so unsure of whether or not this is something they can trust. If this is just, oh, is this going to be manipulative? Is somebody going to avoid taking accountability, taking this leadership role, following through with what they say they're going to do? If this was a situation where somebody left and there was a walking away and you think, oh, well, they don't want this anymore. No, the love is still there. There is still this, what if, can it really work out? But the stronger feeling is of stress and anxiety over, I don't know, the shit show that you guys have experienced. Because that's either seemed to be more consistent or something that was just heavier than that sense of feeling secure. Maybe you do have really good times, and then maybe there's a few arguments here and there, but those arguments are so strong, or somebody could feel like, oh, okay, well, because we don't clarify or we don't actually make amends, there's no actual accountability. There's like, okay, we're going to ignore that, sweep that under the rug. And then, okay, tomorrow let's act like everything is okay. And then it just kind of keeps going like that. Okay, everything's okay, leave it under the rug. But then eventually there's going to be some growing resentment or this nudge of being like, is this actually destroying the relationship? Like, do we really have a secure bond enough that we can talk about this, as opposed to, oh, I don't want to deal with that. It's a little bit of immaturity, and I feel like on your part, there is this wanting to take ability. There is this maturity. There is this discernment and really thinking about things. So, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. If it resonated, let me know. I will be doing the shorts and taking out 2 cards for advice and clarity. So, resonated, comment down below. Be sure to subscribe, like, etc. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.